The criteria for certificate are straightforward enough. What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time. If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
So, I wanted to stream yesterday, but I was tired. I am tired, but I only have the week to play this game. I have to. Having issues with my phone. Okay, is it better now? I think it is. Okay.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them back to apologize.
Better. A bit more. Okay. I think it's good now. A little bit more. Make sure. Okay now. Bruh. Now. Now. Fuck. Now. Yeah, that's somewhat better. I think that's a... Now? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave it like this. Fuck it. I'm going to turn it down a bit more. Okay. It be what it is. Okay, so going to be playing some of the Isle quests because I'm having a lot of trouble going over the number. I can't find anything else on the map using the compass, and I can't upgrade it until I reach 90%, so yeah. I think there's one that starts over, so I want to start with this one. By the grace of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa of Nesnaya, and in accordance with the Imperial Edict on the Strengthening of Order, the area ahead is now designated as a military administrative area. Unauthorized entry is prohibited. Intruders will be regarded as hostile agents engaged in espionage and sabotage, and will be neutralized in accordance with the aforementioned regulations. Yeah, I got some Paimon lines around this place when I was exploring, but she was like, we should investigate the area, so it's moving. Maybe it's some kind of special Sealy? Traveler, let's go have a look. Definitely. Okay, where did it go? Find a way. What? Okay. Oh. I think I already read this one on my own, but Antoshka, Anton Tarkovich, curse you, you filthy, despicable paranoid rat, loaded, sick, and full of jealous insolence. By the grace of the Tsaritsa, if you dare to use that blasted authorization terminal to lock my people outside one more time, I'll shove your ID card so far into that wretched machine that even those silver spoon sucking nepotistic brats at the design bureau won't give you the time of day. Your experiments on the northern side have yielded zero progress, am I right? That's why you're coming up with ways to obstruct my people. What pathetic behavior. I warned you 7 times already. Choose to persist, you will receive no mercy from me. This is your final warning. A. Preobrashensky. Preobrashensky. Oh. Oh fuck.
I see everything.
Ah.
The Temple of Wisdom. With all my strength.
Forest, protect us. With one heart, we pray.
Huh? What's this camp over here? Pick up stuff.
The world wishes you well.
Private notes number 1. Been 3 weeks since the poruchik posted me up here. Compared to our recruits who are stuck collecting materials for the design bureau, I suppose I should count my blessings. It's not like there's anything else to do around here. Forget about bandits, I haven't seen so much as a shadow in these godforsaken mountains. All I can do is write in my diary and stare at the foliage. If those 2 professors would hurry up and finish their blasted research, who knows what they're doing, then I could receive letters from my dearest Parashka once more. I wonder how she's doing at the military academy. I hope those stuck-up silver spoon sucking scum aren't making life difficult. Elena has too much time on her hands. She's been sneaking out of the camp to hunt. Every bit of the lady Morepesok. Every bit of the lady of Morepesok. That one. Absolutely no regard for the rules. Captain Volkov caught her red-handed. Gave her a real tongue-lashing too. Dereliction of duty was the verdict. After that, we all ate a healthy serving from the goat she brought back. Maybe it's been too long since I last ate meat, but the goat tasted better than any I have ever had in the capital. Maybe that's why those rough and ready frontier folk chose to live in this awful backwater. Professors are openly at each other's throats at this point. In a place like this, watching them fight is our only entertainment. They're both high up in the armory palace, and they both refuse to give an inch, especially when it comes to researching moon fragments. They both want to be the first to make a breakthrough and earn high praise from the Tsaritsa. Professor Karnatsky doesn't even try to hide his contempt for Professor Preobrashensky. He openly called his daughter's fiancé. Oh, fiancé. I see, it doesn't have the tilde. He openly called his daughter's fiancé a lunatic and said the only reason Preobrashensky has reached the rank he has is down to blank. Well, that old kid was so taken aback by the tirade, his face went bone white. He looked like he was going to faint. Then he started reeling off some diatribe in Fey. I couldn't understand a word of it. At least the goat around here tastes good. Captain Volkov should be the one to go hunting next. Then we can all lay into him for the elixir of... Interesting. Explore. Go. Oh. Common chest.
Take heart. You toil not in vain.
But these are number 3. Wanna for number 2. Or one are there. Round? No. Yo. Whoa. Did it attach to the goat this time? Oh. Okay, well, I don't need to jump that high. But we're leaving. I still haven't found the notes. Doesn't count as them. Not here. Well, let me just read this. Well, I don't know who I can even write to. Maybe I should address this to myself. To prove that, before this land and its abominations consumed me utterly, the pitiful, fragile mind was for a moment still my own. My name is Pyotr Dmitrievich Orlov. I hail from the 6th Company, deployed to nod-krai in service to Snezhnaya and our Tsaritsa. I am the second son of Dmitry Sergeyevich Orlov and Yevrosia Ivanovna Orlova? Ivanovna? Huh? Wait? I am unashamed of my birth. Our entire company was wiped out here. Only Private E. Mirnova escaped the gorge at the cost of Warrior A. Volkov's life, and the Design Bureau a distress call from dead men and women. If you find this piece of paper, please hand it to my superiors. Inform them that Private Mirnova was no deserter, nor was she complicit in the calamity that befell us here. A.C. Karnatsky and V.A. Preobrazhensky. It was their dastardly experiments that birthed the catastrophe here. They are dead. May Your Majesty curse their deaths. May they never rest in the pure snowfields. I don't know what blasphemy they committed, nor do I wish to. That color devoured everything. There's nothing left, nothing at all. They were inside those damned rocks at first. Those detestable rocks. Those detestable rocks that fell from the moon. Karnatsky and Preobrazhensky awoke them each in turn. This is followed by a dozen or so accounts of barely legible and base vulgarities. I don't know what they want. They are coming. Dearest Paraskevia, my Parashka, please forgive your big brother. Your Majesty, forgive me in all things. They are coming. Save me. They are coming. I don't want to die. 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 I don't want. Yikes. Huh? Traveler? Look, it just stopped. It really is Cecily, then there should be treasure around here, right? But Paimon can't see anything. Not even those Fatui or their camp. Well, since we're already here, why don't we keep going on a bit? Course doesn't look that long anyway, and heading back might actually take more time. Got another idea? Wherever you go, Paimon's coming with you. Let's get moving. What is my other idea? Wild. Bruh, why did it stop navigating? Is there anything I can do with these things? Seem like it. Hey traveler, look, there's a light door over there too. I saw that she mentioned something about it being a different color, but not much else.
Perhaps this treasure has been waiting for you all along.
The Kuhenki not like it? Or is it because it's the opposite color from it? What's the point? Oh, I see. Oh, here are numbers. Something's not right. Petrenko said he heard a blood-curdling wail in the night, somewhere between the ragged breathing of a vile beast and the dying screams of a wounded man. He swore on the Sarissa's name. None of us heard it, not even Elena, who was on watch. But we found strange marks near the camp, as though someone had dragged something through there. Whatever it was, it can't have been alive. No living creature leaves marks like that. Captain Volkov suspects Professor Preobrazhensky and his underlings of playing tricks. He got us to set up a bunch more traps around the camp and even activated those defensive robots, the ones that are more valuable than all of us combined. I have no idea how he's going to explain the resource expenditure to his superiors when this is all done, but I'm sure he'll think of something. Professor Karnatsky's research seems to be progressing smoothly. He even found time to expound upon one of his discoveries to us rank-and-file soldiers. Up to now, he's only ever referred to us as dim-witted lackeys. His emaciated face was flushed red behind a shower of spittle, like a dying man gaining one final moment of clarity. There was something unnatural, even detestable about his expression. He talked about how he had extracted the purest primal light from the moonshard, and how he would tear open the veil of the world, igniting the first spark for Her Majesty's wishes. I didn't understand what he was saying, so I nodded along and wished him a swift conclusion to his. I asked Captain Volkov if I could be the one to hunt today. I need something to distract me from my thoughts. The temperature these past few days has been unusually cold, and the air is filled with the putrid smell of mold and decay. The goats were abundant when we arrived here, but now it seems they're all in hiding. Perhaps our hunts are to blame, or maybe they're sheltering from the cold. Even so, I didn't have time to travel far from the camp before I finally found one. I didn't have to travel far, okay. Found is the only word I can use. It certainly wasn't hunting. By the time I arrived, the goat was standing transfixed, like a deliberately posed corpse, a very ungodly expression frozen on its face. Its eyes were cloudy and protruding outwards, puffed up like a pair of fish eyes. But it wasn't a corpse, it was alive. Till the moment I cut its chest open, its heart was pumping blood. Until the moment I slit its chest open, my blade plunging into its heart, its foul-smelling blood spraying across the ground, gleaming inky green in the moonlight. Until the moment I opened its chest, it stood there, motionless, its swollen eyes staring into space, unmoved by its impending death, as though even the peace of the grave was not its to own. May Her Majesty the Traitsa forgive me. I haven't told anyone else what I found. I didn't see any reason to worry them. The goat was delicious as ever. That itself was enough. As soon as Professor Karnatsky is done with his research, we can leave this accursed place behind. Bruh, and you ate that? It bled green and it smells foul and you ate it anyway? Don't look for another goat?
Take heart. You toil not in vain.
Bro. Okay. Gonna have to fight that. Wait, did it just run into that mechanism? Yes. You do have eyes, Paimon. Okay.
Take heart. You toil not in vain.
Percent. Nice. Finally moving up. Okay.
Everyone hold hands. Positions.
Our bond is strong.
Branch into song for the everlasting forest.
Okay.
The world wishes you well.
Oh, a pineapple. Oh, someone's research notes. The energy contained within the ancient moon's remnant seemed to possess a will of its own. When exposed to trace amounts of abyssal energy, it appears to exhibit survival and defense instincts, with notable similarities to the fear of death previously observed in blank experimental subject. I can now confirm that the previous observational data is correct. The pure Kuvaki energy contained within the moon fragment, definitively speaking, close to a primordial form of life. Through inducements, I have already taught it to replenish its energy by killing and consuming living things. At the same time, it exhibits faint altruistic tendencies, which hold the subject back more than they benefited. I must find a way to remove these. The energy remains too scattered. I must find a way to concentrate it into a pure Kuvaki form. Nod-krai has always been the most fragile place on the world's edge, and this self-replicating Kuvaki lifeform could theoretically plug the gaps left by abyssal energy's corruption. All it needs is a constant supply of life to nourish it. Oh, Preobrashensky, you pitiful old fool. You poor whelp of a fae. You could never think of something this brilliant, could you? Now all the credit and all the glory will be mine. Forget a few million more, even 5% of all the income from Port Velovodie. Even 5% of all the income from Port Velovodie wouldn't be too much to ask. I shall erect a bronze statue of you on the harbor front and hire people to spit on it daily, just like how you dared publicly question the practicality of my research back at the academy. Huh. I suppose this would be the other guy that has a name that starts with a K. I don't remember it exactly right now, but also sounds a little bit like Dottore. Check the inside of the container. So much dust, there's nothing here except blue stones. Hang on a sec, maybe it's researching for those blue things. Direct it somewhere else if we move the stones away.
Even when the night is gone, and even when the sky is hidden from view, still the moon shines its light upon you. Yep.
Get back here. Bruh. That was so scary. By the cinematic shot. Supposed to look at something? Possess something again. Mechanisms. Where is it? Oh man, we're back here. I didn't even notice. The fuck? Just created a dark hole? Yeah, sure. Lets me find a way while I float. Nothingness. What is happening? Reminds me so much of the place with Anotila, the esoteric book of revelations, but also with the suspicious rocks from nod-krai that look very strongly like. Bruh, why am I shaking? What the fuck is happening? Wow, there you are, traveler. Those two glowing things crashed into each other. The explosion sent Paimon flying. A good thing she didn't get hurt. Took Paimon forever to fly back here. Paimon's just glad you're okay. Actually, I went flying for a while too. Paimon under... Huh? What do you mean by flying? Tell Paimon what you just saw. Paimon's never heard about a place like that in Tevat. Are you sure you weren't just seeing things, traveler? Anyway, as long as you're okay, that's all that matters. There's just too much weird stuff. There's just way too much weird stuff going on around here. Let's leave this place before it's too late. Ugh, Paimon didn't think they'd be that dangerous. We didn't even find any treasure in the end. Why would something like that show up here anyway? And if those two glowing things weren't Sealies, what were they? Bro. The place actually exploded. That's crazy. Like, whole thing was scooped out. Does this have anything to do with Asmodee? Crazy. Okay, that was insane. I accidentally unlocked this one. I didn't mean to, but one time I was exploring and it auto-triggered. But I don't think I did anything fancy. I should be at the beginning of it, actually. What am I supposed to? Pineapple? A fruit? Don't have that. Where do I get that? Skipped it. where in this island is not small. What do you want me to do about this? Here. Not what I'm supposed to do? Okay. What am I supposed to do? Ah, there we go. That's what I was. Oh, I see. They're inside though. Okay. Can I not? Throw it over there. Okay.
This page for you. Commit it to memory. Make yourselves at home. Let's change tactics.
Ouchie.
Dance with the waves. Get with me. I'll settle this.
The moon's night
Bruh.
approaches.
There you. Oh, Nahida also died. Fuck. Okay, I'm going to statue again. We're doing this. Still have 3 left. I have to reply to a message. Okay. Do I have enough for this one? I think we can activate it now. Okay. What do you mean by destroy? Pick it up? We can do that. How am I supposed to pick those up? Okay. Go that high. Fuck. No! Fuck. No, come back. Ugh, I like how I can control my camera well. Okay. Phew. I don't know why that felt very Milanka coded.
It's all yours.
Check again. 4%. Okay. Okay. Where can I drop this off? Fuck. Anywhere in the middle. Okay. We have to make air. Perfectly on the other side. In the meantime, I'm going to drink some water. Let's see. Have one left. Where's the thing? the treasure chest over there. Let me go look. While also looking for the thingy that I need. Oh, it's just a simple battle. Surprised I didn't see this before.
You poor lost lamb.
What have I done? Picked the wrong test subject.
Open secret letter. I wouldn't forget you when there's money to be made. The intel's solid, but we might have competition. It's at Blue Amber Lake. I'll scout ahead. You bring backup. I'm in dire straits right now, so I might not be able to give you your usual cut, but I swear I'll pay you back double when things get better.
Take heart. You toil not in vain.
Still can't find the thing that I need. The blue and red and white thing. Let me check real quick, because if I have enough then I can just do it. I do not. I literally need that one. Yikes, this is too thin. Oh wait. Could it be that it's up? Oh, no. Oh, maybe it's that one. Fuck. But how? Didn't you absorb me? They need to be blue. Is that what it is? There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah. Go. Hopefully this is the last time I have to do anything like this. Fuck. Stop doing. Yes, yes. Have you done? This thing's moving, but how do I operate it?
Perhaps
You mean
this
it's
treasure
moving?
has been waiting for you all along.
Sit perfectly still. Oh, not on this side. Climb. Or well, not climb, but get up there. Wake Colonel Iron Whale up. Okay, so I'm looking to wake it up. Seems the device for awakening Colonel Iron Whale is missing some parts. That figures, even guarded treasures are coveted by others, let alone unguarded ones. So the proof of the cognoscenti, the treasure is hidden here? Certainly nearby, but why don't we just take it apart then? It's little more than a pile of scrap anyway. This way you won't have to play this little game of pretend anymore. Why not just make things easier? That's certainly one way to go about it. Hey, that's, Paimon doesn't think that's right. Papa Wrench poured his heart into this after all. If we can just find the missing parts. We're talking about spare parts, I might have some lead. Wow, are you really giving us clues like that? Not unusual to receive aid from mysterious characters in stories, right? Mr. Chesternin, if you're also interested in the treasure's whereabouts, not too late to join us. Ah, I, I'm a collector, so of course I'm interested in the proof of cognoscenti, but I won't play along with your childish games. Well, you can certainly try to challenge the Colonel Iron Whale your way. Let's see who can locate the treasure first. As for you adventurers, please follow me. Sure, man. Hunk of metal chunk. Okay, brother. Where are we going? What are we dropping? Papa Wrench workshop is down this way. Should be able to find the spare parts there. Then all we need to do is activate the lift, right? Emma's got this. Huh? Where's the lever? Ah, a weasel thief. Did it steal the lever? Well, this is unexpected. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. You? But... Hugin, it's your time to shine. Eh, and where did you come from? Not that unusual for traveling merchants to have a few clever companions, no? Quickly, let's catch up to it. Catch them, traveler.
Want to taste of my hammer? A new job.
With all my strength.
I messed up.
Receive my blessing.
Grow, grow, grow.
While this is happening, Hugin catches the lever thief.
The hunted.
Good boy. Drop the lever and run away. Tch, what does that weasel thief want with this thing anyway? Alright, let's head back. If we take too long, Mr. Chesternin might find the treasure before we do. That's right, traveler, we can lose to him. No, we cannot. And we shall not. Let's go down. This deep underground, it doesn't look like there would be a workshop here at all. It's more like a mole's house. Hello. Go, Hugin.
We don't need an umbrella. Just pick up the pace.
Let's play tournament. Commit it to memory. Here.
Okay. Didn't even to get. Didn't even get to do half my rotation.
Wow, what a lovely
Messily scribbled notes number 3. Jeanette's illness has taken a turn for the worse. Daniel has taken her to see the best doctor we can afford, but to no avail. We dared not give her the diagnosis in full, but she had already guessed it. Clever, all too clever, that girl. Sometimes I wish she were not so. Perhaps then a smile could yet prevail on her gaunt face. Poor child, I know she has a difficult temper and does not love to speak. Those sudden outbursts of rage surely stem from the sickness's torment. The light in her eyes flickers like a dying candle. What must I do to keep that feeble flame alive? Jeanette has grown so ill that she can no longer travel with the caravan. We have decided to make camp at Blue Amber Lake. Here lies an underground warehouse left by Archon knows who, one that contains quite a few so-called legacies of the Golden Age. That suits me perfectly. I have had the underground space modified into a workshop, something that Daniel and the caravan members have also helped greatly with. This isn't a spare part. Did Papa Wrench leave this here? So it's like Tolfin said for Jeanette's sake. I didn't expect Huggin to dig up something like this, but judging by your words, did you doubt what I said? Well, they did come from someone who would give away a friend's treasure. Huh. When you put it like that, traveler, it does sound suspicious. Paimon was just playing along earlier, just so you know. We had to see what tricks you had up your sleeve. What are you planning now, bringing us to this place? Best be warned, traveler is super strong. To me you are both unexpected guests, but great spices for the story all the same. I can hardly thank you enough. Why would I ever mean you harm? Well then, let's keep searching for the spare parts. I really don't know where Papa Wrench left the proof of cognoscenti, so it's all on you now. Okay. Hugin? Bruh. I don't know how to do. Bruh, I don't get it. What am I supposed to do? Hugin, can you do something?
for you.
No, I wanted to unlock it. Well, I think it unlocked automatically. What's going on here? It seems Sergeant Octopus isn't feeling very well. Perhaps it's getting aggressive because it's not used to the environment. After all, underground caves aren't exactly where octopuses usually hang out. Sergeant, pull yourself together. Your power is essential in awakening Colonel Ironwell, Sergeant. So how to exactly make it stop? Looks like we'll have to get closer to make it stop. Well then, I'll leave it to you, Traveler and Paimon. Sure thing. Should I recite a few silly limericks to set the mood? Perhaps not. Perhaps you should. Bruh, I jumped. Where's the treasure? Good thing it doesn't hurt so much. I have no idea where the treasure is.
I gotta keep my balance.
Maybe one day I will be able to make it out of here.
I gotta keep my balance.
Okay, let's recover our stamina and go for the treasure up here. I see a... Gimme. Oh, nicely scribbled notes number 1. Follow the caravan to the island. The people there call themselves the Frost Moon Scions. According to Daniel, they are adherents of the Moon Maiden, and they have an interesting way of viewing things. For example, most of them reject the use of Kuvati devices, believing that to use them is to abuse their deity's blessings. As such, I did not have to help them repair anything while the caravan was there, and only needed to fix our own machines. To my surprise, a girl of 10 or so came to look for me in secret during a break, and asked to be taught some mechanical principles. Perhaps she was concerned that she would be discovered by others, but she did not give me her name until we were leaving. She was somewhat impetuous, but she has both enthusiasm and talent, and learned the basics I taught very quickly. Just a shame that the Frostmoon Scions will likely not let her fiddle with machines in public. I left her a few technical manuals that I got through trade with other traveling merchants. Daniel initially thought that these books could help me regain my memories. I hope she can buckle down and gain something from those texts. I stayed a few days more in Nasha Town this time. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've been split off from the rest of the caravan for this long. Daniel and Demian seem to go a good way back, with the latter arranging for my lodgings after only a short chat, right next to his own place to boot. I'll be inconveniencing him until Daniel and the others get back from Neshnograd, but Demian doesn't seem to mind at all. In fact, he wound up speaking to me about machines quite a bit, starting with the origin of the name Papa Ranch. It's a bit embarrassing now that I think about it, since he clearly picked that topic just so I'd have a few things to say. I say, it's no wonder he's in the sole charge of the flagship here in Nasha Town despite his youth. Daniel did ask if I wanted to join them in going to Snezhnograd, or perhaps Novokitezhgrad. After all, that's where my technical skills are from, so it's likely that I'll find my identity and past there as well. However, a nebulous unease kept me from going. I do not know what it is I fear. Perhaps it has to do with my lost memories, or with some incident I encountered. Seeing my hesitation, Daniel made the call for me, even took care of everything else, just as he has done for me all this time. Not that there's any point bringing up any of my unfortunate past. I don't remember them, but I will say this. That meeting with Daniel and the rest of the caravan was in no wise misfortune. If not for them, I would have lost my life long ago, out there on those shallows. They took me in when I had nothing, while I can do so little to repay them. Nasha Town is home to many children, though I dare not imagine their circumstances. But then again, as with me, what they might need neither sympathy nor pity. Indeed, just writing these two words almost seems to bring someone's arrogant face to mind. Still, I'm glad that they at least find my stories interesting, though that might be down to the candies I've brought. I learned that trick from Daniel, by the by. Always bring a few in your pocket just in case. Amongst the kids, however, there is one who is more interested in the tools I always keep at my hip than any tale about Negurochka. When I asked if she'd like to carry one even in her hand, how her eyes sparkled. Katia, the Esperanza's boss, takes great care of these kids for the most part, and she rather gently gave us space so that I could tell this girl Aino about the techniques in which I have much skill. Yeah, I thought it would be Aino, and I wasn't sure they would mention her name in here. I was going to mention it later, but now that they brought her up. The art of communicating with machines. Seems that just as I am lucky to have had Daniel and the others take me in, these children have had a fortune that belongs to them. Even in a world filled with such terrible tragedies, there are so many kind people. I quickly found that Aino is not only interested but stunningly talented at working with machines. I've taught her how to distinguish the material make of gears, calibrate pressure indicators, and adjust safety valves, and she has proven not only quicker to learn than the rest, but also capable of inferring other knowledge from such lessons. Watching her working away with tools is still too unwieldy for her, turning scattered components into intricate devices. I am truly happy for her. She is a diamond in the rough, but even so, she already shines with a radiance all her own. Dalin and the others have finally returned to Nasha Town from Nationalgrad. It's time I packed up my things and made ready to travel with them. A right shame it is that I cannot stay here for longer. So the person that I know that we learned about in the event. Phew, it finally stopped. Maybe this guy needs a demotion to Corporal Octopus. Safe now, traveler. Let's look around for the spare parts. 3 humans and a weasel search up and down until you finally find the spare parts. Awesome. Now I can go and wake Colonel Iron Whale up, right? What's going on? The path we came from has been blocked. Oh, it looks like this is becoming quite the spicy story. Spicier the better. Whether it's food or adventure, too much spice is bad news. Don't worry, leave it to Hugin. Treasure hunting isn't all it can do, it's also good at pathfinding. See? Just follow its lead, and we're bound to find something good. Oh, you're not gonna do anything yourself, are you? It's been on us or your weasel thief this whole time. Right, Paimon. Like you do something. Also the description of 3 humans and a weasel thief, I find that interesting to say the least. Because Paimon is most definitely not a human. Let's go, Hugin. Where are we going? Money. Give me the money. You find the page of the journal. Okay. Number 2. Few days ago, I met a traveling merchant who just traveled south from Novokitsesgrad. We had a lovely chat, and I felt quite nostalgic. I had yet to learn that this was because I was originally from that city. Fate's coincidences tend to come at you suddenly like that, I suppose. I discovered a foreign yet familiar face in a newspaper she'd brought along. The person in the picture had hair not yet stained by hoarfrost, and a carefree smile. This was me 10 or more years ago. It was only upon reading the obituary in the corner that I truly remembered all I had lost. But old Chesternin was the one who owned all this, and he is dead. Danyusha has inherited his family name and possessions, as has Shorik. 10 years on, I still know not which hands those were that pushed me off the side of the ship. It was all too sudden. Surely Shorik simply could not react in time, and the incident that occurred aboard the Fortunate One was but a tragic accident, surely. Danyusha, my child, what can I do to mend the losses you have suffered since your mother passed? Even my attempts at reparation were not to last, for though it was not my intent, I caused you to lose a father also. There is nothing I can do for her now. Surely a visit from a dead man uninvited will not find any welcome. Same handwriting as earlier. Wait, Danyusha? Shorik? Is Danyusha Papa Wrench's daughter then? But Paimon thought he fell into the sea because of an accident that had happened 10 years ago aboard the Fortunate One. Bugin, you just had to dig this page out, didn't you? I guess I have no choice but to. Paimon knew you were up to no good. Traveler, draw your sword, quick! No choice but to tell you all my plans now, and ask that you pretend you know nothing from this point on. Huh? I was there the day Papa Wrench saw the obituary. He had a strange look on his face, so I asked him about the matter. Even so, he kept insisting that he couldn't remember the details from 10 years ago. Always assuming the best of others. That's just the way he was. Besides, he had Tinette to care for, so everything else took a backseat. After he passed, I kept my ear to the ground, and what do you know? News reached me that the Chesternins had exhausted their wealth over the last 10 years and had landed in serious debt. So I sent a messenger to tell a story. Have you heard? The proof of the cognoscenti that can lead you to the great treasure is at Blue Amber Lake in Nod-krai. You are going to give him the proof of the cognoscenti? Technically, it is Papa Wrench, Mr. Chesternin Sr.'s inheritance. As his legal heir, Shorik has the right to it. I'm not as charitable as old Papa, but I wanted to give Shorik a chance to prove himself, and that's how the treasure hunt came to be. Not interested in the story or the setting, but he seems determined to get the proof all the same. It's entirely possible that he might find it before you two. That won't do. Indeed. Therefore, my plan is to ask you to interfere with the process, or should I say finders keepers, as long as you get it before him, of course. Though if your conscience permits, you can let him find it first before taking it off his hands. Not a terrible strategy either, that. So that's your plan. Simon doesn't get it. Do you want him to have it or not? And what if we didn't come this way? What was your original plan? A scheme abandoned hardly matters in the present, does it? I have great faith in your treasure hunting scheme. When we go back out, please pretend you've heard nothing. It would not do for me to appear biased, after all. Oh. Will you move? No? Looks like we're back on the path we came from. We should be able to get out now. Thank God for that.
Sunny days are so warm and cozy. Ah. They make me sleepy.
Me one moment so I can get some water and also go to the bathroom, but it'll be 2 minutes less, so be right back.
If ever you find that the animals in nod-krai behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain. Even when the night is gone, and even when the sky is hidden from view, still the moon shines its light upon you. Have you decided where you will go from here? If not, why not find a patch of soft grass and rest a while? If ever you find that the animals in nod-krai behave in ways you do not understand, just ask me and I will explain.
Okay, I'm back. So, you found the spare parts? Seems you're helpless against this hunk of metal junk. We won. The proof of cognoscenti is ours now. Well, congratulations. But are you really going to activate the device right now? This thing looks like it's been out of use for a while. There might be some malfunction. Mr. Chesternin, are you worried that such a malfunction might hurt one of us? How thoughtful. However, with the treasure within our reach, it would be too much to ask. It would be too much to ask us to simply ignore it. Yeah, that's right. Traveler, let's install the parts and start it up right now. As you wish. Yippee! Yo, that's so pretty. Wow. Must have been the gift that Papa Wrench wanted to give to Tinet. Shocking. Something shiny just fly upward? Was that the proof of the cognoscenti? I'll go up and take a look. Can climb up that thing? Can we even call ourselves adventurers if we can't even manage that? Even if Traveler can't do it, Paimon sure can. What reliable companions you are. Well then, I hope to hear good news from you soon. Definitely. See, there are others. But it's a shame that Tinet couldn't see all this with her own eyes. Would have loved it. How? Was just going next to them enough? To land in a safe place? You mean land? I'm in the air. Oh, that's what you mean. Huh. I suppose that's Papa Wrench and Tinet alongside Dolphin. Those shiny things we collected earlier, they look like pictures. But where's the proof of the cognoscenti? Simon doesn't see anything like that at all. The experiences and memories we gain are the most precious treasures. And adventurers would have starved to death long ago if that was always the case. Not that we can do anything about that right now, though. Let's go back first. You're too late. You didn't find the proof of the cognoscenti up there, did you? Huh? How did you? Sure, but we found something more precious still. More precious? Impossible. Judging by the smug look he's wearing, he probably found the proof ahead of us. Might as well try to trick him here. Oh, you want me to play along with your little act then? Well, there are 5 proofs of the cognoscenti after all. Nor would locating the great treasure be a simple affair, even after one collects them all. I would hardly be surprised if something in Papa Wrench's collection could far surpass a single proof in value. Such an item exists? Of course, you could call it priceless even. Paimon has no idea what the Traveler's up to, but this isn't exactly a lie, right? Memories are priceless. Besides, just ask Tolfin or something. He'd pick what we've got over the proof for sure. And what would a wandering merchant like him know? I get it now. Brat, you're bitter because you lost, aren't you? You're upset that I didn't need to play your little game to get the treasure. I happen to be in a good mood, so I'll pass this advice to you for free. Forget about the rules. People who stick to them hardly ever get the life they desire. Fortune favors those who think outside the box, like me. See? You did all the work. In the end, you still couldn't find the proof of the cognoscenti. Roddick takes out a pristine and opulent goblet. It is hard to believe that it also belonged to Papa Wrench's collection. Now, it is indeed true that one of the 5 proofs of the cognoscenti is a goblet, but as far as I know, that one is in the Fatui's possession, or was, before someone stole it from them. Ooh, and wouldn't you look at that? It's right here in my backpack. Haha, it seems your fate and Reed Miller's were destined to intersect. The proof that Papa Wrench found was a mask, and he would often let the children pay with it. As for this goblet, I do believe it's a gift the caravan leader brought from Snezhnograd. Ah, but Papa Wrench could never bring himself to use such a precious thing. It's valuable, of course, but nothing compared to the proof of the cognoscenti, which in turn makes it even less valuable than the treasure the traveler found, I fear. That's impossible. It appears even a seasoned collector such as you can be mistaken at times, Mr. Chesternin. If it sets your mind at ease, you're free to find an appraiser for it when you get returned to Novokiteshgrad. Where is the real proof of the cognoscenti then? No, forget that. What's this treasure you spoke of, kid? The one you claim is the superior find. You may have beaten me, but I shan't accept it until you've shown me what you found. Huh? That's... The picture and memories might be priceless to Tolfin, but could we really say something like this is the most valuable treasure without embarrassing ourselves? Hurry, traveler, think of something. Since there's more to what happened abroad the fortunate one 10 years ago. Before we show you, take a look at this. Show the picture from earlier to Shorik. What is this trickery? Who commissioned you to do this? Was it that old man? Is he still alive? Where is he? So you are the Shorik that Papa Wrench mentioned. Papa Wrench. So he lured me here with a fake name so he can have his revenge. Is that it? You think you can take me? Revenge? What are you talking about? Wait, so the one who pushed Papa Wrench off the ship was... Drop the act. You're all working for that old man, aren't you? Wait, does Danusha know? Is she on this too? That woman. She agreed so quickly because she knew this was a trap all along, didn't she? Offering to deliver the letter, doing all that just to isolate me? That's right, it's over. No, not one of you will ever get me. Not you, and not that old man. Shorik scurries away, not even bothering with the precious goblet he mistook for the proof of the cognoscenti. Are you just letting him go? We don't have any grudge against him, but isn't Papa Wrench your friend? Don't worry, the path he took looks most dangerous. I would not be surprised if something happens to him. What do you mean? I mean that Papa Wrench has many other friends aside from me. Besides, who doesn't love a story where justice is served? I'm afraid 10 years wasn't long enough to change his ways. He had proven himself a changed man, even just a little, then I would have forgiven him for Papa Wrench's wishes. Alas, like many others, he too is a prisoner to his baser instincts. What a tragedy. What saddens me more is the lack of a winner in our little treasure hunting game. Ah, no new story material for me then. Oh, Paimon almost forgot. Where exactly is the proof of the cognoscenti? Will we find it here? Can we ask Hugin for help? Might this be what you're looking for? Yeah. Of course he had it on this whole time. Mask? Is it? But how? You had it on you this whole time? Haha, not quite. Shorik did find it first, but he thought the flashier, fancier goblet was the real proof, so he tossed the mask aside. And now that he's forfeited it, the treasure is yours. Feels like a freebie, but wait. We worked hard for it too. It's our just reward. That's right. If you end up revealing the great treasure's secrets, well, that would make for a fascinating story. The aurora shines. I guess I'll come visit Colonel Ironwell from time to time. About the proofs of the cognoscenti. They make for great stories, so I do know a thing or two. Allegedly, there are 5 proofs of the cognoscenti in total. Besides the one Papa Wrench had, there are 2 more on the 3 southern islands. The remaining 2 are further north. You might find more clues about them in Pyramida. If you're also interested in the great treasure, you might want to keep an eye out for them. Well, definitely. Oh, I already have the goblet. I already did this. I did. Yeah, this one was given at the end of quest with their name. That one that one NPC. The teenage girl, I suppose. Okay, a code mask that once concealed a true face. It's said to be a keepsake from Britt Miller, the founder of the Treasure Hoarders. No adornments grace the mask, but for the frosty moonlight that dances across its pure silver facade. According to the tales that circulate in Nasha Town today, the Master Thief once walked the world without a disguise, free and tall. It was only after the gold gibbet in front of the royal court failed to take his life that he began wearing the silver mask that might have covered his handsome face forevermore. Yet had he not taken it off once more, and for good, after the pitch-black calamity swept the borderlands. Over the centuries, countless rumors have circulated about the reason behind the Master Thief's actions. Some say he did what he did to keep himself safe from the relentless searches happening in Snezhnaya, while others say that he wore a mask to hide certain marks that had been left on him by the executioner. Give me one moment, I think one of my cats is trying to eat my meal prepped food. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Some tales claim the Master Thief put on the mask after growing weary of the love or hate of the madding crowd. That his close shave with death had left him a changed man, taciturn and sparing with his words. No matter the truth, the Master Thief's silver mask has become his symbol, and combined with the spectacular heist of countless treasures at the Borderlands Governor's Palace, its legend has become as golden rain to the poor, nourishing their sleep with countless lovely dreams. You once prayed to the gods, to your masters, but none answered your your whales. That is because the gods are just as helpless. Just like us mortals, they are trapped in the mortal world beneath the moon. They cried out in horror and despair, but none heard them. Brothers, the gods can save none, no one. Like us, they couldn't even save themselves. All we could do was take pity on each other. The thief who wore the silver mask held the gods in open contempt, scorning the empty fame that the nobles vied for so desperately. To the taciturn thief, both the Nordland Tsar and the mistress of the Frostmoon deserved his contempt and silence equally, until that rush of moonlight poured from the high tower, generating both the silver and the resolve reflected in her eyes. I'm a bad kid, but thank you, this time it's not a lie. About Hugin. Our journey needs empathic companions, no? It had quite the natural gift, so training it didn't take long at all. Maybe it's because I have a special condition with whistle thieves, which I suppose you could call a family tradition too? Okay. Awesome. That was very interesting, actually. But at least I can redeem the seed. That one. Team Rigor or Team Intuition. Babes, and friends of Valley. Valley. Power freeze. Actually, first, I'm remembering it still. I want to go to the Esperanza and see what I got for my this IOU. Esperanza was... Hello, Katya. Hey, Maite gave us this and said that if we just mention her name, food and drinks will be on the house. Oh, is that what she said? Traveler, she didn't say that. She clearly said that if Big Sis Katya is in a good mood, she might treat us to some drinks. Oh, Maite's friends then? Great, you're in luck. This stuff's on the house today. Please look out for her when you can. You're also welcome to dine at Speranza anytime. Thank you. Okay. Now we can move.
The season of verdure draws near once again.
Hello, brother. I can't imagine how you two warriors managed to make it through the thunderstorm, but that's not the point right now. I need your help. Don't worry, there's no way we'd stand by while someone needs help. What do you need us to do? Please, help me get the airspace data collector up in the air. Airspace data collector? You mean that big round machine? That's right. All you need to do is align the strong Kuvaki side of each assembly module with the collector and push them into place. Then the collector, I mean that big round machine, will float up into the air. That means everything's working. Alright, seeing how desperate you are, let's help him out, Traveler. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Okay. Please don't strike me, I still have work to do. Okay. I wasn't planning to. Not terribly difficult. Oh. What do you mean up it goes? It fell down again. Finally, it worked. Warriors, my name is Fangel? Fangel? I'm a researcher with the Fontaine Research Institute. I saw everything just now. You were absolutely incredible. May I ask your names? Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We're adventurers. Have you been stuck here for a long time? Not for the two of you, I might have been stuck much longer. You're the first ones to make it through the thunderstorm safely. Surely you should be the first one. No, of course not. I don't have your luck. You probably won't believe me, but this abnormal weather is probably a result of my being cursed. Cursed? Wait, sciencey people really believe in that kind of thing? Indeed. In fact, that's why I got into science in the first place. Find a way to break this curse. I know it sounds crazy, but if you'd gone through half the things I have, you'd understand. Whenever I cook, even when I'm just mixing a salad, it somehow catches fire. If I hang out the laundry, a tornado is guaranteed to blow it away. Things like that happen to me every single day. I call it the Fangel effect. That really does sound unlucky. Isn't there a way to break the curse? Science, of course. That's the only way. That sounds reasonable enough, but something feels off. It sounds about as reasonable as Paimon single-handedly fighting Abyssum. Isn't a blessing usually the way to break a curse? I tried all the traditional methods when I was younger, but none of them worked. In the end, it was the Fontaine Research Institute that saved me. They taught me how to fight against it. Since mixing salads caused fires, I invented a cooling system for food. In fact, that very system ended up being used in Fonta vending machines. Now everyone can easily enjoy ice-cold Fonta, and that's thanks in part to the Fangel effect. Heinrich's been so grateful to me for this. Before coming here, I learned that the extreme weather in nod-krai could be incredibly dangerous. So I made sure to install a lightning protection device on the collector, just in case. Without it, the experiment would have probably failed a dozen times by now. Oh, so science really did beat the curse? You could say that. But as you saw, I got pretty flustered just now because I overlooked one critical factor. The collector might be fine, but with the Fangel effect following me around, there's no way I can conduct the experiment properly. So you've just been running around like that ever since you got here, until we found you? That's right. The Institute saved me, so I couldn't bring myself to go back without something to show for it. That's why your arrival is such an unexpected turning point. As I mentioned earlier, I came here to study the safety of Kuvaki under extreme weather conditions. I believe it could be a much safer energy source than Archeum. You've probably heard about the explosion at the Fontaine Research Institute, right? At its core, that accident happened because Arceum is still too dangerous to use as an energy source. Of course we heard about it. You're looking at none other than an honorary senior researcher of the Fontaine Research Institute. Mr. Raimondo must think very highly of you. For most people, even earning the title of assistant is quite the achievement. Though I agree with Mr. Raimondo's views, things like Fonta don't really contribute much to science. What we truly need is a more reliable alternative to Arceum. If my theory proves correct and Kubaki really is a safer option, the Institute might even rename Fonta to Fanta in my honor. Damn. Ever since Fontaine released and we got Fonta, I was like, this is definitely a reference to Fanta. And now they're making it really obvious. Is that really a possibility? That sounds amazing. So, may I ask for your help? If you're willing to help me complete my experiment and collect the data I need, I'll make sure to propose that both your names be added to Fanta. Fan Traveler Paimonta? That's quite an impressive name. Traveler, let's help. Alright, but I imagine sales will take quite a hit. Think the name's too long? Then let's go with Fanta Paimon. Traveler, you're not joining the co-branding? How modest of you. I'll be sure to give you a special thanks in the acknowledgement section of my thesis. We managed to get the airspace data collector in the air earlier, but unfortunately it didn't quite get high enough. All you need to do now is lift it up a little bit more. Get it higher. You'll need to stack more assembly modules. Simple and effective, huh? I'm counting on you. Sounds simple enough. I got this. In that case, shall we start setting things up? When adjusting the assembly modules, just make sure the blue strong unipolar field is facing the collector. Sure thing, let's get started. Alright, I just noted that there's a signal issue in one of the 3 channels, but it can be fixed by resetting the robot. Now let me set up the experimental parameters. Bangle finishes setting the parameters for the experiment. Okay. My throat having some issues. What about this?
Yeah.
Looks like the other orientation of the robot. The blue side is facing. Can I not rotate this? Fuck. I can rotate. That. Huh. Fuck. That's not what I wanted. It's not good. Okay. Fuck. Not again. Is definitely correct. But then needed this one to come over here. That worked. Then that one over there. Here. Needed that. Okay. Hey man, did that work? Got the data. So that means we're done, right? I'm sorry, but we still need data from higher altitude. That's how scientific research works. It's all about patience and precision. We can't rush it. Okay, but you didn't get struck by lightning when you went to set the parameters just now, did you? Maybe that curse of yours isn't as bad as you think. So for this next experiment... No, it has to be the two of you conducting the experiment. If I tried, something would definitely go wrong. Please, you have to believe me. Okay. Paimon suddenly feels like renaming Fonta might not be enough. No problem, as long as you're willing to keep helping with the experiment, then putting your likeness on the Fanta label would be more than fair. That means everyone who buys Fanta will get to see Paimon and the Traveler on the label? Yes, you'll be known around Tevad, but for two scientific pioneers like yourselves, that's still a pretty modest reward. So, what do you say, shall we keep going? Will Fanta's development team really agree to that? I've known Heinrich for years. I'm sure he'll agree if I say the right words. Not, well, we can always add his name to the label too. After all, what we seek has never been glory, but scientific progress itself. In that case, let's get back to the experiment. Excellent. I knew you were people of extraordinary insight. Once you're ready, I'll go set up the parameters for the next experiment. We're ready. We'll need higher altitude data this time, so we'll need to stack 3 assembly models for each channel. However, you only need to manually adjust the modules for 2 of the channels. Leave the rest to me. Okay. Oh fuck. Are we okay?
Have you decided where you will go from here?
Fuck.
If not,
Why is my game lagging
find
so
a patch
bad?
of soft grass. And rest.
happening. Are you okay now? Oh. One should be easy. That's one. Okay. That was easy. Already done. Yes. Huh. Okay. Don't need it. Over there. Let's go. Oh no. What did we do? Fangirl, there was an accident. The collector got hit by lightning. Yes, I saw it too. The fangirl effect. It's intensified. Even with the lightning protection device and your help, we can't hold it back. Well, things might not be that bad. Don't give up just yet. The only way to break the curse is by advancing science. Exactly. According to your theory, the only one who can defeat the fangirl effect is now you, fangirl. Oh, you're right. If I fail, this curse won't just destroy me, it will destroy everything I hold dear. If, in the end, even the Fontaine Research Institute is, I would never forgive myself. We are at a critical stage of the experiment. Based on my initial analysis, Kuvaki does indeed seem safer than Archeum. But for real-world applications, that conductive phenomenon we just observed must never be allowed to happen. I have to identify the cause. The collector's crashed. Certainly unfortunate, but what really matters is the data inside. Could I ask you to retrieve it for me? Alright, leave it to us. Please be careful. I'll check here to see if the issues was caused by the equipment itself. Let's head towards the direction where the collection went down. Inside the collector's beyond repair. That means these assembly modules are useless too. I worked on this for so long. The fangirl effect has definitely intensified, but this isn't the time to worry about that. I'll focus on checking the equipment first. Okay. Don't give up just yet, brother. Whoa, that's not very interesting marker. Always a circle. Okay, these dudes always screw me up.
Branch into song.
Don't get close to me, please. Oh, there it is. Looks badly damaged. all we can do is recover the data. Seem to be here. Let's keep looking. This should be it. Let's take it back and let Fango have a look, shall we? Bunch tape recovered from the crash collector. Recording important experimental data. Okay. That didn't tell me anything. I'm so glad you're okay. Of course I am. Do you think I am? I was starting to worry the Fangirl effect might have gotten to you too. So, how did it go? Did you get the data? We got it, but the collector was already... I suspected as much. The designs never accounted for the impact from a fall. Ah, that was my oversight. I found a few leads on my end as well, but it's too early to draw any conclusions. I'll need to analyze them together with the data you recovered. Give me some time to dig into it. Could you come by again tomorrow? Sure. Hey, over here. Sure, man. The thing is, I have to end stream because I have a friend coming over. So, yeah. Unfortunate that I was not able to stream for a long time this time, but I don't know why. This weekend I was so tired. So, yeah. Unfortunate. But we'll continue this next weekend. I know on Friday it is the special program, so I will most likely also have stuff to say about that on the next stream. I also wanted to read all of this since I'm at Friendship 6, but no time. I also wanted to read
Even when the night is
artifacts as well, but alas, not had the time. Yeah.
gone, and even when the sky
We'll
is hidden
see
from view,
how far we can get. Nod-krai before the patch. Will for sure make do my best effort for quests for then on stream, and not on stream I may actually record if I'm like tired and don't feel like streaming. I might actually record them. That's way I can make sure that I finish all of them before the next patch comes out. But well, some things that happened outside of stream is that I finished the meeting point for the final night cemetery out of stream, and I didn't realize that it would automatically go into the quest thingy. And then also I did the world quest that is around here. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to do this real quick. Ending stream.
Greetings.
Did we catch her leaving?
Huh? Are you heading out, Columbina?
Yes, I need to get a lyre repaired.
Liar?
What?
One of the Kuhenki's lyres is broken. She greatly values this lyre, so I wish to have it restored.
Man, Kuhanki sure are multi-talented.
Of course. This little one often performs around here, and I sometimes sing along.
You know, Paimon's been thinking this for a while, but you sure do spoil the Kuhanki.
Well, it's only right. They have kept me company all this time. and often bring me amusing objects as well.
Lauma told me about this before. The natural instinct of Kuhenki is to make the moon goddesses happy.
If you don't mind Paimon asking, how do you plan to fix this liar? Didn't you say you didn't want to be seen by others?
In the past, small animals or kuhenki would help deliver broken objects to an artisan's doorstep for me. All I had to do was wait for the artisan to find it. Of course, sometimes that would take a few days.
Seems like a roundabout way of doing things.
Why don't you let us handle it?
Yeah, just leave it to us. Who knows? We might even be able to get this done today.
Very well. Thank you.
Our pleasure. By the way, what artisan do you usually bring your stuff to?
I don't know her name, but there's a large mechanical hand by her door, and she lives in a round, conch-like home.
Wait, she must mean...
The aroma of crumb cakes often wafts from within as well.
Yep, that clears it up for sure.
Yep. Definitely.
You appear acquainted with that artisan. I shall await you here.
Okay.
I know. Are you home? Wait, Paimon? Is that you? What brings you here, guys? Bring me any snacks? Paimon knew you'd say that. Here, we got you these on the way. Quick, hand them over. Inefa's gonna be back soon.
Good thinking that we got her
Here to
some
hang
snacks.
out? What sort of fun things should we do? Actually, we need your help with something.
Oh. He doesn't seem happy about this.
Get that weird thing away from me! Weird thing? You mean this liar? I told you! I don't mess with stuff that science and mechanics can't explain. I'm telling you, that liar just shows up on my doorstep at random. And after I fix it, the thing up and disappears. Not that I believe in spooky, superstitious stuff like that. Okay. Seems like there's some sort of misunderstanding here. What do you mean?
This liar belongs to a friend. A friend who's a bit scared of strangers.
Yeah, she doesn't mean any harm. She just has her reasons for taking the liar back without being seen. Really? You better not be making this up. Fine. I'm trusting you on this. I'll fix this thing for you, and this time, I'll try to make it last. Wait for me here. I'll be right back. Knew we could count on Aino. Oh, Paimon feels a little bad. Columbina's random item drop-offs had her so freaked out, though.
Yeah, she deserves something in return.
Exactly. What are you doing here? You scared us.
I have something to give you.
Huh? What are these?
A few trinkets the Kuhenki collected. I thought the artisan might like them. Perhaps you could give them to her as thanks.
Oh. Huh. What a weird collection of components. Yeah, alright. We'll pass them along. Take care on your way back. There could be people around here.
Awkward. Paimon.
Huh? What is it?
We're there.
Analyzing appearance.
What are you doing that for?
They're not exactly hidden.
Match found. Resemblance to nod-krai moon goddess statues is 95%.
But that's because she's an actress.
Increased heart rate detected in the traveler.
Okay, all fixed. Did a pretty bang-up job if I do say so myself. It shouldn't break ever again. Also, about those enough.
What was that last part, I know?
Nothing.
Those snazzy new components worked great, too.
Huh?
Who's that behind you?
No one. The person who needed the liar fix. The one who's shy.
She kinda looks familiar. Have I seen her before? Whatever. The most important thing is, I hid those snacks Paimon gave me.
Good.
That's right. Also, she wanted you to have these components as thanks for fixing the liar, I know. Ooh, let me see. Wow. These are rare and so old. You sure I can take them? Yes. Thank you so much. If you ever need anything else fixed, just come find me. No need to be shy. Well, we got places to be, so, I know, Ineppa, we'll swing by some other day, okay? Oh, we've gotta get the damselette out of here, or Ineppa will recognize her for sure. Oh, sure. See you some other time. I gotta do some cleanup quick, or Ineppa's gonna find the snack crumbs.
Alright, until next time.
We're in Effa. We're hiding everything.
I know.
Yeah?
Would you like to frame these components or preserve them in any way?
What? Why would I do that?
They appear to be gifts from the moon goddess.
Huh? What are you talking about? Remind me to check your circuits later.
Effa, keep it down. Okay. Go back. Very quickly. Ow. Where is she?
Shh. They're asleep.
Okay, I will not stay up here. The genius mechanic repaired her broken instrument with great skill. You can help but wonder what kind of music she'll produce. Okay. More. Okay. Well, now I really gotta end the stream because my friend could be here at any moment now. So yeah, I will see you next weekend. We'll continue with the Lempo world quest. And hopefully I can stream much longer next time. But yeah. Take care everyone. See you next time. Bye bye.